Joe here from Joe's Rush Shop in my workshop. Well, it's not mine. I don't own it. I just work here. Anyhow, I'll show you part two to the Scout. Yesterday was hell. Once I got clocked in, so to speak, and found out what vehicles were which, we were busy from that point on. I'll show you this real quick. This here truck's getting a rack, which that's done. It's getting a tonneau cover, a folding one, and it's got this system by a company called Decked, and it's basically a big old storage system. There's all kinds of accessories, like those toolboxes there. They sit down in these drawers. There's a billion options to these things. You can get them locking. This one won't be locking because the tailgate locks, and the customer will just lock the tailgate. But there's like a billion little different attachments they have for these. They got little storage bins up here. So that's going to get tonneau cover and it'll be done. But you got to assemble all this. And the tonneau cover, unfortunately, is that white box under that skid, which is fairly heavy. So I got to use the forklift. Well, the forklift has those attachments. Those are for taking the truck caps off the shipping truck and the storage racks and putting them on the trucks. Well, those just slide off, but I got to pull this truck outside when I get to it, once I get clocked in. Get that forklift out, get those attachments off, spin the forklift around, get that heavy skid over there, just to get to that. And then this truck here is getting a lift, the one I showed you guys yesterday. These wheels and tires that the customer provided us, and the kit is provided by the customer. This ain't no easy lift kit. Now, I'm not working on this too much. My coworker Tom is. I mean, I can do suspension. I've done it before. He's a little bit better at it and faster. But even then, this one requires some cutting of factory cross members and attaching new cross members. And he's a lot better with a torch or a plasma cutter than I am. So, yeah, all that. All that's got to be torn apart. I mean, the front end is, look at the parts. Parts and pieces everywhere. This truck will be here a few days. But yeah, so anyhow, it was a pigsty yesterday. I mean, I got lunch. I did a little more on the Scout here at lunch hour. And that's about it. But I'm going to show you a few more things I do here to get the rust effect. So let's go over to here. I don't want to go putting paint and dust all over the work area there. It is a pigsty in here today. At some point, I got to get the dumpster in here and whatchamacallit, filled up with all this cardboard and crap we have. But anyhow, to get the rust effect, let's see if I can get this camera set to where you can see this and the camera doesn't come flying off this stupid mount. Like I said, I got this, Samsung Note, and it's a big phone and it's in a case. And, okay, I think you can see what I do here. Anyhow, I got the red oxide on there. Okay, I did some of that yesterday and some of it a little bit ago. Hopefully I'm on camera here. But I'll take some flat black. Uh-oh, it's almost going to come off the stand. Yep, it wants to come off the stand. But I gotta just hope I'm on camera with that. I usually just missed some flat black on there like that. That'll be the base coat. This is really hard to do on camera, but pretty much like that. And that gives us our our rusty effect, the good color underneath it. Now, sometimes I'll go black, red oxide, black, red oxide. I'll layer it, and I'll even do some gray primer. This is probably going to get some gray on top of it too, and then it'll get the final colors. Let's go back up front here. Yay! I haven't even looked at the schedule to see what else is on there today. I think there's some simple things, but I don't remember. Now, my stand here, which isn't really a stand, but I have been doing it this way for years. Now, my favorite cans are the cans that have the flat spot in the lid. Most bodies will snap down over it really tight. Now, there's a disadvantage to that. And I also put a ball of tape up here to hold it on the top of the can. But sometimes if it's too tight, it'll scrape here and peel paint off the edges or the edges of your doors. Now, on a barn find body, again, it doesn't matter too much. On a nice body, it matters. But anyhow, here's the hood. I got a little hair in it, so let's go sand that out. Why don't we? Yeah, oh, God, the shop's a pigsty. I'm stepping over and around stuff here. All right. Let's see if I get this thing set up. I gotta move this camera in such a way. Yeah, there's a little fuzzy wuzzy here. Not a big one, but it's there. Now, I don't care if it's a barn find or not. A piece of hair is a piece of hair. And it doesn't look very realistic. Actually, in this scale, it ends up looking like a piece of twine or something that got stuck under the paint. Okay. That's good enough. I just want to get that fuzzy wuzzy out of there. Okay, see, you get to come along with me at work here. Yay, here's my toolbox here. I cleaned the top of it off just like a week ago. You can't even tell, but I need a bigger one though. I need like an add-on this side so I could have more storage. Because I've bought more tools since I started, and yeah. Yep, that didn't stay on there. But anyhow, back to my air dryer. And I started the compressor, it seems. All right. Go back over here. See, I got in here earlier today, though. It's not even 7:30 yet, so that's a good thing. Let me get around this way. Oh yeah, that's going to irritate the hell out of me. It shouldn't run long, though. But one of my painting techniques, let's see if we're on camera, I just use whatever and you know, tape it to something like that. I've already done the underside, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's go back over here. Might be a tad quieter too. Not much, but better than nothing, right? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Got my red oxide, and I'll just give that just a couple coats of that. This is just basic cheap flat black. I usually try to hit it at different angles, and I don't know how well that's showing, but it gives it a nice rusty kind of under effect. Now it's got to dry, of course. It's got a sheen to it. but it's not going to matter much because it's going to get a, whatchamacallit, probably going to get some gray primer top coat on that. And then it'll get the actual top coat. I got some green at home that I feel is too bright. So I'll either pick up some darker green or I'll decant the bright green and mix it with some black and put it in the airbrush and paint it with that, which that's what I'll probably do because it'll save me money. I've already spent enough money this pay period. Income tax check, yeah, that's pretty much gone. I blew that, but yeah, there you go. And that's the kind of effect you get as a good base coat. Like I said, I'm probably going to mist this with some gray primer. I've done the underside of the chassis. Only thing about this kit that kind of sucks is once it's assembled, there's a gap on either side of the rockers looking up. It's like this isn't wide enough. But yeah, so I'll probably, I'm going to mist some black on the underside of this. And then paint the frame rails black. It's all going to get rusty and weathered. And then whatever body color, it'll get that too. I'll just go back and paint the rails black and rust them up. So it's going to be a mishmash of color. The springs will be black and all that. And suspension and exhaust will be silver, aluminum, some kind of metal colors. But that's kind of what I'm going to do there. But let me see. This is the gray primer. I believe it is. So, hey. Now, a lot of times what I'll do with kit bodies, too, when I'm painting them, is if they have inner fenders, I'll take my vice grips and grip them, or a firewall, and it gives me something to hold it to. Because when I paint, I like to do like a rotisserie type thing, where I can rotate the body all kinds of ways. And, this way it keeps it from running and you can get all the angles. Now, I did some research on the Scout yesterday. A lot of these did have metal roofs, and they were removable. By what I've seen, there's 5 bolts on each side here, and there's 4 screws across here. And what they do on the interior of those things, they have these little plastic or fiberglass covers that cover where the bolts are, so you got to take those off first and then get to them. And they're heavy, so it takes a few guys, or if you're creative, some guys I've watched videos where they made their own little hanging system. So what they basically do is they lift it high enough at each corner and hook a chain under it, bring it up and drive out from under it. One guy had a skid steer and he just put some harnesses over top and lifted it. But the inside of them, at least a lot of the pictures I've seen were white, and they had that perforated headliner. It looked like a pegboard with really tiny holes. And so I'll probably do this that way, the white top, and I'll do the dirtied up white interior. It's got the one-piece glass, so I doubt I'll do anything making a headliner on it, because I'd have to individually cut the windows out, and even though they're pretty flat, make a headliner. Who knows? I might go a little more exorbitant, but it's going to be green with the white top. I may do a mismatched panel on it. Maybe one of the doors a different color. It's going to get rust, but there'll be more steps to this thing. Definitely. In fact, hey, you're here. I'm here. We're here. Let's go do some black effects on this thing. Interior is probably going to be like a beige-ish tan color, some black on the dash, and something like that. But I figure I'll bring you guys along to this morning, since I didn't get as far yesterday as I wanted. But anyhow, same thing. Hopefully I'm on camera. Am I on camera? Yeah, I'm on camera. Same thing. It's a nice base coat of black. Now I may give it a little bit more where the fender wells are. Yeah, something like that. This will probably all get totally black, so it gives more shadows when I'm done. And we got our inner fenders, which I gotta look up and see if those are body color or if those were painted black. But I'll give it just a dusting. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is the most basic rudimentary kit you can get. I like it. But I built several of these as a kid, and so in fact, let's do this. Hold on. Here we go. See, the nice thing about having all these cardboard boxes and cardboard around here, it's a great paint stand. And the only reason I want to paint all these edges, because like I said, this kit, when it's assembled, I believe there's a big old gap there. Like you could see up through there. They didn't make it as wide as they should have. Oh, this place is a pigsty. I hate a dirty shop. I really do. Whoop, that's the red oxide. The black's in my hand. There we go. Yeah, see, it's already got a nice effect to it. But it's probably going to be body color down here, and then I'll do a little more at a far distance, a little more red oxide, and then a little more black. Something like that. So let that dry before I handle it. But yeah, this is what is in store for me today. Well, like I said, these toolboxes, see, you got dividers in here. We sell these to a lot of contractors. We sell these to, you know, some regular people too, you know. But these toolboxes, removable ones, go down there like that. And this deck stuff comes with little rollers built into the lid, bolt screw guides. These are really nice. And it's got this roller and bolt guide and stuff like that back here. But yeah, I just got to put I may have over tightened that a little bit. I may have to loosen it. But anyhow. See, and there's another little guide here and a little storage bin here. But yeah, that's one of my things today. I haven't looked at the schedule to see what else I have on tap today. I'll probably be joining Tom with helping him with some of this. Yes, at some points it's a two-man job lifting some of this up there. I think he's got the diff back in it. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think, yeah, he had the diff out because as you can see, it had to be spaced down. But he took cross member sections out here and cross member out here. It's quite exorbitant. I did one before, I think it was on a F-150. I had to cut cross member out. I had to cut some of this off on the diff. The ears of the diff. Tell me that don't make you nervous. Yeah, a few $1,000 part and you're just taking a cutting tool and tearing it to shreds. So there's more parts. There's no going back. Once you do this, and when we do lift and leveling kits, you know, a level kit, you can take it back out really easy. And I'm not sure what's involved in the rear on this one, whether it's just blocks or it's blocks and shocks or springs. There's so many boxes of parts. I'm thinking it's more involved than just blocks in the rear. So we did one like a week or so ago, and all you did was loosen the U-bolts and put a block in there. Well, I had to change the U-bolts too because they're much longer. But yeah, that's about it. Not exactly enthused, but it keeps me getting a paycheck, and that's always a good thing. But yeah, my mornings usually consist of coming in here and playing with my models or whatever. And this is our workshop. The fab shop. Tom uses this a lot to weld and cut and make things. And that's our storage barrel warehouse back there. Kind of a pigsty, but I've always heard a messy shop is a profitable shop. So whether that's true or not, let me get the monitor turned on. This is mainly here so we can see the security cameras and all that good stuff. So we hear the door beeper go off, and we're all back here. Hey, we could see somebody actually came in the door and, you know, go up and wait on them or whatever. There we go. And there's our cameras. 8 cameras total. They switch every few seconds. And I think I'm in there. Yay. But yeah. And this is my pigsty of a workbench, which I swear to God, I could clean off daily and it turns into a mess. Now see, this is my little area here. I kind of try to keep this end fairly clear to do my stuff. But that doesn't even last long. There's my Dremel. I'm hoping to get some, once that dries a little more, I'm going to erode some rust holes through it. Maybe I'll try to get caught up on that. What time is it? Oh my God, it's already like 20 till. Why does time go so fast? Except the workday doesn't. But yeah, so it's going to get, like I said, green, white roof, and get all this yellow plastic not yellow anymore. Like I said, there's not a lot of parts to this kit, but that's kind of cool. It'll make a faster, easier one for the group build. So, okay, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna edit this out for now and stop it and do a couple other things, and I'll do some follow-ups on this, and then I'll probably do some other stuff, then get back to this. I don't want to work on this too steady because I got money-making projects at home. I got to get those slot car bodies done. Last night I went home and just kind of vegged out too much. And then when I went to bed, I couldn't get to sleep till after midnight. I should have just stayed up and worked on stuff. But that's how it goes. So, hey, thanks for watching. I will definitely do some more follow-ups on this. And hopefully I can pick up an actual tripod at some point. Because like I said, this camera, my phone is in this little, those little clip-on harnesses. It's stretched to the max. I'm afraid to like even touch the phone too much, it'll go flying out of this thing because it's too damn big, or the clip's too small, however you want to look at it. So, okay, hey, comment, like, whatever, subscribe if you ain't. I will be talking at you later, probably real soon here. So I'm going to try to get more content going on a daily basis, even if it's something simple and quick. So we're already, this can't be that long already. Oh my God, 20-some minutes? Holy crap. Sorry for it being so long. So, okay, well, hey, thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye-bye.